In this video, we are going to talk about arithmetic operators. And for that, I've created a folder called operators and expression. And in that, we also have a file called arithmetic.js. This is our working file. And in this file, we have already listed the 8 arithmetic operator in JavaScript. And you are already familiar with this, I guess. And these are basic mathematical operators, but since we are discussing from the programming perspective, we have to introduce this as new. For that, let's start with our first operator. And to start diving into into the operators individually, let us set up our variables. So we can have and call this num1. We can assign this to 10 and have num2 and assign to 3. So to see the various operators in action, we are going to use console to display them. And for that, let us have console.log, and we will go with num1 plus num2. So the plus sign or symbol in this case is operators is fall within the range of arithmetic operators, and this is to add both num1 and num2. So in this case, we should have a 13 as our answer. So to see this, let us open our terminal and then run. If we save this, we should see 13 in our terminal. So now we have 13. So in order to not to get confusion, we'll surround this with parentheses, and here we can have a screen and concatenate the screen with our result. Here we can say answer for add, which will be addition. So if we save again, now we can see as answer for addition is 13. So now let us move to subtraction. And for that, we can just copy this, console log, and then paste. And instead of addition, we can have minus or subtraction symbol. So if we, let us also change add and sub. So if we save this, now it's going to be 3 subtract or 10 subtract or 3, which will give us 7. So let us save this. And now we can see in our console answer for sub 7. So the same thing goes for multiplications. So we will change this to mod. And also here we can change this to asterisk symbols. So if we click on enter, then this is going to multiply 10 by 3. So this will be 30. So let us save. Now we can see in our console we have a 30. Again, let us see the next operator, which is the division operator, and this is a forward slash. So let us save this, and also we can see 3.333, because if you divide 10 by 3, you have 3.3. So yeah, so these are the 4 basics, but in totality we have 8. So let us dive into seeing the rest of the other operators. So next we are going to see is the modular, or we can also say the remainder operator, and this go with the percentage sign or symbol. So let us save this. Let us explain first what is going to happen. We have 10 and 3. So what is going to happen is 10 divided by 3. The remainder is going to get returned to us. So let us save this. Now we can see the remainder is 1. So hope you get the idea. And also we have another operator. Okay, we can change this to the RV division, and also here mod. And here let us say we want, what is our next operator? Okay, we have exponential. So for that we can say exp, and we will have two asterisk symbol to demonstrate this. So let me just have a quick comment here on how this is going to get output. So what is happening here is, for example, we have 10 bar, 10 and 3, num1 and num2. So this is going to be like 10 into 10 into 10. So the result of this will be returned to us. So it's the same. So 10 by 10 by 10, we should get 1,000. So let us save this, and now we can see in our console we have 1,000. Answer for x is 1,000. So that's it for exponentials. And next, let us see the incremental operators. So for that, we are going to use a single of variables. So there are two ways to represent incrementations and decrementations, but now let us go with incrementations. So if we place a minus minus or plus plus, if we place plus plus at the right of our variable, we are going to get the same value, but there will be a change made. So what is happening under the hood is that num1 value is going to get printed, and then after printing, 1 is going to get added to that number. So let us print this. We should see 10 returning back to us, even though we are incrementing by 1. Incrementation does just mean we are adding 1 to this number. So if we save this, we are still saying 10. We are still saying 10. So we can also have increment and see here. Okay, so we are still saying 10. So in order to add 1 before we print the number, we just have to swap. Instead of having the plus plus sign on the left hand, on the right hand, we should place on the left. So now if we enter, we should have, if we save this, we should have 11. So let us save. Now we have 11. So this is incrementations, and let us try to see decrementation. So I'll copy this also and then paste here. The same thing, same exact theory goes for decrementation, but we just need to change this symbol to minus minus. So here we can change this to DE, decrement. So if we enter, we should see for decrementations, we should see 9 appearing here. So let us save. No, okay, let us see 10. Yeah, we should see, okay, 10. Because we are decrementing, we are incrementing and then later decrementing. So now we should see 10. So hope this is clear. Here, we have incremented our variable by 1, and we got 11. And now we tend to decrement the value, so 11 has getting reduced to 10. So if you think that is not really clear, let us comment this out for now and just look at decrementations on this variable 10. On this variable 10. So now you can see now in our console, because we are no more decrementing, we are no more incrementing above. We just have decrementations on num1. So that's it for the arithmetic operators. And for this, let us try to see exercise for this video. And I hope you solve the exercise and then post in the comment section your outputs or your results that you got. So the challenge here is to write a program that calculates the area of a rectangle with width equals 7 and height equal 3 and print the result. So this is very simple. All you have to do if you don't have an idea on how to calculate the area of a rectangle, of a rectangle, you can just reference the internet and then see the formula and come back to solve this challenge. And I will be more than happy to see your response in the comment section. With this, I guess we can conclude with arithmetic operators.